The wind didn't just blow across northern Montana that winter. It hunted. It tore through the valley like something with teeth, ripping fence posts loose from frozen ground, rattling barn doors until the hinges screamed, swallowing footsteps so completely that a person could vanish between one breath and the next. Most folks locked their doors before sunset. The smart ones understood that the frontier didn't negotiate. It took what it wanted, and mercy wasn't part of the transaction. That's why nobody saw the girl walking alone down the frozen road outside Black Hollow Valley. Not at first. She looked like a shadow that had separated from the tree line, thin enough that the wind should have knocked her sideways, wrapped in a brown coat so threadbare you could see through the elbows when the light hit it right. Her boots had cracked open at the soles weeks ago. Snow soaked through them somewhere around midday, and by now her feet had gone past hurting into something worse, numbness that felt like erasure. Her name was Rowan Vale, 26 years old, though she looked older in the wrong light and younger in the right one, alone in the way that settles into your bones after enough years. She'd stopped feeling hunger the previous afternoon. That scared her more than the cold. She'd been hungry before. Hungry was familiar, almost comfortable in its constancy. But when hunger disappeared entirely, when your body stopped asking for what it needed, that meant something had broken inside. That meant your system was shutting down the way a house goes dark room by room when nobody pays the electric bill. For 3 weeks, she'd walked from town to town looking for work. Every place ended the same way. Men looking at her like she was a problem they didn't want to solve. Women whispering when they thought she couldn't hear, their voices carrying that particular tone of pity mixed with relief that whatever had happened to her hadn't happened to them. Store owners claiming they had no positions available while staring directly at the patches on her coat, like those repairs were evidence of some moral failing. Too thin, too strange, too poor, too alone. And on the frontier, alone wasn't just dangerous, it was damning. The storm hit hard just past nightfall. Snow came sideways across the valley, erasing the fences and the road markers and turning the world into nothing but white static. Rowan kept walking anyway because stopping meant dying, and dying meant losing, and she'd lost enough already. Then she saw it. A light. Warm and golden and impossibly distant. A porch light cutting through the storm like a lighthouse beam through fog. Her body moved towards it before her mind could catch up. One step, another, another. She didn't remember climbing the porch steps. Didn't remember her hands hitting the wooden boards. Didn't remember falling, just the cold. Then nothing. Inside the ranch house, 10-year-old Clara Mercer looked up from the kitchen table where she'd been pretending to do arithmetic homework while actually drawing horses in the margins of her notebook. "Papa," she said quietly. Her father didn't respond. He was staring at the ledger spread across the table in front of him, like it contained answers to questions he hadn't figured out how to ask yet. "Papa," Clara said again, louder this time. There's somebody outside." That got his attention. Elias Mercer's head came up fast. "What?" "On the porch. I heard something fall. Probably the wind knocking over the—" "No." Clara's voice had gone small and scared. "I think it's a person." Elias was already moving. At 38, he looked like the kind of man the frontier carved out of granite instead of growing from normal human stock. Tall, broad-shouldered, with hands that could gentle a spooked horse or break a fence post in half depending on what the situation required. He'd been handsome once, back before grief hollowed him out and left something harder in its place. He crossed the kitchen in 4 strides and yanked open the front door. Cold exploded into the house like a living thing, and there she was. A tiny figure collapsed across the porch boards,